one-on-one chats with your favorite celebrities at GalaxyCon.com. GalaxyCon is the copyright holder of this video content. The unauthorized reproduction or distribution of this copyrighted work is strictly prohibited.
Welcome, friends and fans, to another episode of GalaxyCon Live, where we are bringing the convention experience directly to you. And today's show will be bigger on the inside than it appears on the outside, with 4 extremely talented cast members from Doctor Who, and now's the time for all of you in our chat room to begin typing in your questions for them. Immediately after this session, you will have the opportunity to talk to some of them directly through our private chat options, as well as shop our selection of personalized autographs, all of which are available now at GalaxyCon.com. So without further ado, let's reverse the polarity of the neuron flow and materialize them in. Our first guest is an actress, writer, and director whose body of work includes the Jumanji series, The Party Is Just Beginning, and The Guardians of the Galaxy. Today, she joins us to talk about the role of Amelia Jessica Pond, known as Amy to her friends. Please welcome back Karen Gillan.
Hello! Sorry for having wet hair. It's really early for me.
You never have to apologize about your hair on our show, young lady.
Oh, there's my puppy. Okay.
Oh, and introduce our audience to your puppy.
This is Turtle. That's a piece of Turtle. That's her ear. And this is a toy that she currently wants me to play with for her. So I'll just throw it once and then I'll be done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. That's a big one, isn't it? So everything is well in your corner of the world?
Everything's really good. Yeah. I just finished a film in Finland. And that was a really cool experience. And now I'm back in the States for Christmas.
Outstanding. And there was a lot of Disney announcements the other day, and it's safe to say you've got a lot of interesting stuff coming up. And I won't press you on the issue because you might not be able to talk about it, but there's a Guardians of the Galaxy movie in the works, and there's a What If series in the works, and we can stay tuned for more details about possible involvement. Is that fair to say?
Definitely. Yeah, there's going to be more of the Guardians to see in a few ways, actually, and maybe even a holiday special, which sounds very cool.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued in that. Well, Karen, it's always a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Our next guest is an actor and musician whose work includes World on Fire, Broadchurch, and Legends of Tomorrow. He can recently be heard on the audio adaptation of Neil Gaiman's classic series, The Sandman. Today, he joins us to discuss his role as the lone centurion himself, Rory Arthur Williams. Please welcome back Arthur Darvill.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. How you doing, boss?
I'm okay. How are you?
Oh, we're all. I'm good here in Orlando. It's interesting time here in Florida and all that fun stuff. So yes. How you doing in your part of the world?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm really intrigued as to which bit of turtle I can see just flapping past the camera. This could be an interesting. We could all guess which part of the dog it is. My cat's here, but he's not very friendly. So he's just staring at me dead in the eyes as I do this. So if I appear to be just crying out of one eye, it's because my cat's intimidated me.
That's fine. Mine will probably start making some noise as well too at some point. So you got a chance to revisit Rory during the Doctor Who lockdown and Rory's story.
I know. That was really
written by Neil Gaiman.
Written by Neil. Neil emailed me and we did it. I recorded it in this very room. But that was a nice little bit of joy during all this craziness. So yeah. It was good.
Absolutely. It was nice. It was nice to see you once again revisit the character in the only working smartphone in 1945.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Great bit. Always a pleasure to have you here, boss.
Nice to be here too.
Our next guest is an actress whose roles include Victoria, Dancing on the Edge, and on New Year's Day 2021, her upcoming series, The Serpent, will debut. Today, she joins us to discuss her roles as the Impossible Girl herself, Clara Oswald, and occasionally Bonnie the Zygon. Please welcome back Jenna Coleman.
Hello.
Hey, how have you been?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I am okay. And last time we spoke, we both drew a blank on a question came up. What was the creepiest creature that you encountered on the show, and we both forgot the name. Turned out it was the Whisper Men.
Oh, good. I was about to say, I thought you were going to say, have I Googled it since I've been away?
Oh, no. Our good friends in the audience let us know, but I just wanted to set the record straight for everyone who was joined us here last time.
Great. The people who wore tights over their face, basically.
Yes. As we certainly know. So good to have you here, Jenna. Welcome back.
Thank you.
And finally, he is an actor whose body of work includes The Crown, Terminator Genesis, and several upcoming projects, including the film adaptation of Marvel Comics' Morbius the Living Vampire, and has just been announced to appear in the Game of Thrones prequel series House of the Dragon. To many, he is the 11th Doctor, and to some, he is the Doctor. Please welcome Matt Smith.
Hello. Sorry, I wasn't being rude there in case you could see me. I just couldn't hear. But hello. Merry Christmas.
Hello. And a happy Christmas to you too, sir.
Thank you very much.
How you been?
Good. I've got a dog, so I haven't had much sleep. But apart from that, I'm all right, man. Yeah. How have you been?
I am doing well. I'm sure all your cohorts here seem to be doing well. Thank you for joining us here. I'm glad to finally get a chance to host you. Just a couple things real quick. First of all, thank you for your performance in Maplethorpe. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you. Well, thank you for being the one person who did.
Well, one of us out there. And real quick, of course, since it was a bombshell announcement just dropped yesterday, Prince Daemon and House of the Dragon, prequel to Game of Thrones. Wow, what are you looking forward to in this?
Well, God, everything. I think it'll be a really exciting cast. I think it's a wonderful sort of legacy to be part of and a wonderful world. It's a great part. And without saying too much, I'm just sort of looking forward to riding a few dragons. If I get to. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what sort of goes on in this world. But yeah, look, I'm just looking forward to getting started. And I think hopefully with the people involved, it could be really exciting.
So many of my Game of Thrones friends are just been over the moon about this announcement. And again, you've got a great cast and very solid talent behind the camera working towards it too. So we are very excited to see this, and I wish best of luck in that venture.
Thank you very much. I'm very pleased to hear it.
Absolutely. And as always, thank you all for joining us today. We look forward to the time when the world does get back to normal and we can have you back on our GalaxyCon stages and in front of your fans. But in the meantime, we have the GalaxyCon virtual stage. We are so glad to have you all here. Woo! So our team right now is going through the chat room and pulling out the questions for everyone. I would just like to start off with this. Looking back on your tenure in Doctor Who, what did you find was the biggest challenge that the series presented for you? And
Karen.
Are you asking Karen to answer, or was Karen your biggest challenge?
Probably, actually.
The latter, actually, yeah. Just was lost in the translation of the internet. But no. What? It was really cold, wasn't it? It was so cold.
Yeah.
That was my main takeaway from it.
Wales is cold.
It's just so cold.
It was cold. It was like, that sounds like a small thing, but like day in, day out, doing that, like, we did 11-day fortnights. So it would be like 6 days a week, 6 days a week. And we were cold the entire time. And so it was like even like hard to talk sometimes because your mouth isn't really like doing what you want it to do. So yeah, that was a challenge. Also, this is a chicken.
Oh, yes.
So external shots in cold weather, that's kind of the universal answer.
Brain freeze.
No, absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. Let me ask this then. What's been a memory you've really come to treasure from just being a part of the Doctor Who experience?
The Christmas specials. If I could bring one thing back, it would be to be on telly on Christmas Day and be the centre of attention in my own family. Just a bit more. I'm not. I'm just a sort of everyday loser who's not on telly on Christmas Day.
So the companions were always thrown out of the Christmas specials and replaced with some more exciting celebrity.
Hello, Catherine Jenkins.
Yeah.
I know, bumped off by Jenkins. Yeah,
Dear
we had
guy.
we just like did a day pretending to like fall over on a pretend spaceship.
Spaceship, yeah.
It was like everyone was like, "Oh, you excited about the Christmas special?" It's like,
Like,
yeah,
not
not really.
Talk about getting rid of the dead wood for the
Just
big guns, you know.
out for Christmas.
And a family sits down to watch it, and they go, "Oh, you weren't really in it very much, were you?" No, not really. Fine.
Right, come on, down.
Karen's pet Yeti just joined us for a second.
That was crazy. I'm sorry. And also, she almost like jumped into my cup of tea. Go on.
Am I the only petless person? Matt, is your new pet there?
Yeah, he's in there. He's in that room over there. I'll sort of bring him over.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We can have a show and tell for our pets.
We
I
can
don't
have a
know.
show and tell.
Cat.
Get them all to chat. Yeah.
That's fine.
She's just
Brain pops.
Yeah, I've got, you know. No. Yeah. Sorry.
Oops.
Sorry. Excuse my language.
All right.
Oh God, it's all gone west. It's all gone west, guys. Look at this for a makeshift attempt at sort of trying to
what is going on?
talk amongst yourselves.
Jenna, what's a memory you look back upon with pride?
With pride.
or bemusement, or however.
Memory things. And I was going to say that I've got some really funny pictures of Matt before. He had to do, there was a scene where you had no clothes on or in your boxes or something, and you were doing like loads of push-ups before, but then you added with pride and
Proud of those pictures.
Yeah, and I've got like a bald head, haven't I, as well?
This was like when Stephen just had it in for you, I think.
Yeah, because I shaved my head, and it was like, well, actually, we're going to make you bald, and then had to wear a bald cap and with no clothes on, and it was like he used to do that, Stephen, didn't he? Just sort of punish you in the show.
Yeah, or if you say anything to him, it would like make its way into the script.
Yeah.
A reactive showrunner. Well, I appreciate that. So.
Very much so.
I remember when I first started, you guys had just spent like a week in slime, just freezing the
cabbage.
Where is slime?
Oh, you like
slime? Okay.
Hold on.
They built a slide, didn't they?
Past that.
Yeah. Didn't they build a slime slide?
Yeah, they did.
It sounds like slow in Jenna's defense.
Okay.
How about you, Karen?
Wait, so I'm sorry. What was the question? Something that you tried on?
Yeah, what do you look back on? What's a favorite memory that you've come to have?
The slide was actually one that I'm quite fond of because I'm not gonna lie, I was actually really, really nervous to go down that slide. Like I'm talking like level 10 adrenaline had kicked in for me. It was like fight or flight mode. And then I remember Matt like just laughed at me as I was coming down.
Yeah.
Like this outward, yeah. Because I come down with my wrists like inverted because I thought in some way that might like protect me from the impact.
It's quite hard to get Karen's limbs into a slide.
I've also since sort of said no to stunts that scare me. So that was a time where I faced my fear and landed in the cabbage slime.
And got laughed at.
Yeah.
Immediately was met with the greatest fear of all, being laughed at.
What was your reaction the first time you saw your action figure counterpart?
I thought, what a strange head.
Which is what I thought when I first saw you.
Yeah, thank you. That's what a lot of people say. My wife says it looks like my head's been slammed in a fridge door, which is not necessarily wrong. But they made when I first got my the mock-up of it, and the head was like half the size of so it's like this tiny little head on my body. And I was like, surely you can't think that's. Yes, I had to ask them to make the head a bit bigger because it's just so embarrassing.
Yeah, it's funny. You get approvals, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, you have to actually approve them. So then it's quite a funny thing to go back to, like, can you change?
Yeah, just make the that you want. But I'm
Just on your own face.
looking.
Yeah, please make my buns a bit bigger because
Yeah. That's it. I started approving things without looking at them. I'm at that point in my life.
Great.
And I'll see them materialize and be like, oh, probably should have looked at that.
I always did that.
Did you?
Pretty much.
Oh my god.
Well, I was there, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
But we all did the same pose and the same face for everything. So it's not like it's just that.
It's the hand.
Yeah.
It's the invisible surfboard.
The invisible danger.
I copy.
Well, they always mold them so theoretically they can hold something with a screwdriver or just some accessory. So they've always got that kind of cupped hand. Yeah.
I used to do a game with my nieces which was their favorite game, which was with the dolls. They'd like move the doll into a certain position, and then I would have to copy as if the doll was actually a remote control.
That's great.
Christmas favorite.
That's adorable. Oh, hey, our team let us know we're good on audience questions, so I will ask Jude. Let's roll our first one. And this comes from Hannah, and she would like to know, what was your favorite filming location?
The TARDIS! Blatantly, because it was out of the cold.
Can't argue that.
Jenna?
Oh, that's hard. I think, Matt, we did that day going on the motorbike going over London, yeah, like Big Ben.
That was nice, down by the river.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever felt like more quintessentially like British.
Oh, that's cool.
Like riding with Doctor Who, like by the Houses of Parliament. And Big Ben.
And then having to sort of look cool in a helmet and not.
Yeah. That was quite hard actually.
Yeah, that was a great day actually. Good show.
Trafalgar Square. That was another one.
You got Trafalgar Square. That's good.
Oh God, actually, Trafalgar Square. When I was up on that thing, I mean, that was lunacy, wasn't it? Going up on that. I mean, Kaz, talk about stunts. I went up on that thing. I can't believe I did it.
On what?
I was just basically like strapped on to the TARDIS, and I was above Nelson's column. It was so high.
That's really high.
Yeah, and like for the 50th anniversary, he sort of comes in swinging on the TARDIS, and I can't believe that happened. That's
mad, isn't it?
You harnessed. Surely.
I think my favorite was, either New York, but that's just amazing. But I think Stonehenge was like,
oh God!
Do you remember? Like, I drove myself there. I drove in like my little car because I was like late or something, and I remember driving up, missed a train. Drove to Stonehenge in the middle of the night, and I drove because we were doing those night shoots, and we got to actually film on it, and because just being on there was amazing, but you drive up for it, you can see it for miles, but they had all those huge lights just shining down on it, so for miles driving up to it, you could just see Stonehenge illuminated, and just driving up to it going, this is great, and then it was really cold.
I'm really late.
Yeah. And then you couldn't
got to watch the sunrise.
Yeah, you couldn't speak. There was no difference. Yeah, you got to watch the sunrise at Stonehenge and touch the stones.
Oh, wow. Yeah, pretty amazing.
That's cool. How about you, Matt?
Yeah, I'd say any of the above, to be honest with you. But I had such a great time in New York as well, because I'd never been to New York. And when we filmed those episodes, I was just like sort of Alice in Wonderland. And actually, we went out, didn't we? And we had this press day the next day, and me, Karen, and Arthur, we just didn't know what had hit us. We were like kids in a sweet shop. We're like, oh my God, this is New York. What's going on? It was such a.
We got so told off.
We got so drunk, didn't we? And then
we got so drunk
that it looked like someone had confiscated my skeleton.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was doing.
He said that we had no bones,
but it was people who were obviously trying to organize this thing that lots of people had put lots of time in, and didn't want to be angry with a bunch of people who they really needed to be angry with, and so there was just so much passive aggressive stuff going on.
It was the launch of the show in America. It couldn't have been any bigger.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We did it though.
We got through it. And we didn't reveal who River Song was, which is the main worry.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Hannah, thank you. Great question to start us off with. And here's one from James, who wants to know, what is your favorite Christmas song or carol?
Oh. Arthur, go on.
Just Mariah, man. Anything that Mariah's doing. I went to see her Christmas concert a couple of years ago, and it was the most cheesy.
She's amazing.
Like,
Careful
she's
what you say,
just
She
amazing.
is amazing.
She's amazing. She makes me cry. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's like there's so much joy. So yeah, anything by Mariah.
Huge. I mean, we all know there's only one answer to this, though.
Go on.
George Michael, Wham!
Yeah.
Last Christmas. That's the greatest Christmas song ever constructed. I mean, I can listen to it in summer. I thought about putting it on my sort of desert island discs. It's so good.
It is.
Good scene.
You
Fair.
sound uncertain, Kaza.
Oh no, I totally agree. Actually, there's so many good ones. Though, what about "It's Beginning to Look a Lot"?
A lot like Christmas. Oh, I love Christmas.
That's to like get you, ease you into the mood.
Yeah.
What's yours,
Alright,
Jenna?
Oh,
I'm just laughing because I think I missed the Christmas song bit and went straight to Carol. So the first thing that came to my head was like, I want some Royal David City. And
That's it. Keep it highbrow, Jenna.
Yeah.
Keep it highbrow.
with Mariah Carey, and I realised I probably misjudged this question.
Not at all. It's tie for me for Good King Wenceslas and McCartney. Simply having
Oh,
wonderful
that's a good song.
okay.
I used to have a cassette with which was called "All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth." And I used to find the most hilarious, weird song ever. Maybe that's my favorite.
The original one. Oh, wait for Christmas is our two friends.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
song with a stupid voice.
Yeah, it was an old
Why
novelty.
isn't that on the radio? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was, I think that was an old novelty song from like the 40s.
Sure, we need to bring it back.
Well, it sounds like you need to do a recording of it.
Sure,
right.
yeah.
You get to work on that. All right, James, thank you. Wonderful one. And from Juliana. Oh, do you have a favorite Christmas memory?
I do. Once with my family, we were all. It was like it was the night before Christmas. It was Christmas Eve, and we were in my room. Sounds a bit weird, actually, but it was really dark, and we were all in bed.
Yes.
And we were watching Friends. I don't know why Friends was on Christmas Eve. It's a really weird memory, but I just remember thinking, this is great. I feel really sort of at home.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
It's your favorite Christmas memory. You watch Friends and nothing happened.
I've gone mad.
Oh,
Yeah. So somebody else talk.
let's get into that.
My favorite Christmas memory is I woke up and had breakfast and I just sat there.
With Father Christmas.
No, just on my own. It was great.
My favorite memory is when we ate.
No, that's fair. That's fair. How about you, Jenna?
I love it just when you just pull a cracker.
Yeah,
Yo.
absolutely.
Ding dong.
Right.
Ding-a-ling.
Isn't it funny? Like presents when you're a kid. Well, I remember just being so excited.
Oh,
That feeling of like, oh, I just want to open all the presents.
I love.
Oh.
I know. When does it ever come back? When you have your own children?
Yeah, my cousin
Yeah.
sent me like a video that he'd found of a VHS from Christmas 1994 of all of us opening, like, and I opened like a CD Walkman. And I look like I've like won the lottery. It's like it's amazing. I don't feel like that about anything now.
I know.
I feel sheepish when somebody gives me a Christmas present. Mom, you don't have to give me a gift. I'm just.
Yeah,
Oh no, I take it. Well, one of my favorite Christmas memories of recent years has been the Doctor Who Christmas specials, because I never thought I would, as a very old school 80s Doctor Who fan, I never thought I would live to see Doctor Who emerge to international acclaim and acceptance. That people 20 years ago, like, hey, we're gonna watch Doctor Who. It's like I can't believe Doctor Who has gone this big, and all of you are very, very responsible for helping achieve that, and I thank you all. As my 80s old school Doctor Who fan, thanks you all so much for making it better.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Dennis.
And thank you, Juliana. That was a great question. And from Dennis, did you have any input on the wardrobe for your character in Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, come on, that didn't organise itself.
I mean, I got on the phone to my gilet guy and absolutely ordered several. Yeah, big say in what colour the gilet was. Definitely no arms. I was like, look, if you're going to put me in something, I want my arms to be cold, but I want the rest of me to be toasty hot.
Fair. How about you, Jenna?
I mean, we did so many different versions, like so many different versions of Clara. So we had, I feel like the first idea was like some kind of Virgin Atlantic style space chick, was like a vague with an egg whisk on the belt. And then obviously then we did like the two other Claras, and then we went to like the contemporary other Clara. So yeah, it was fun. I loved all the stuff that kind of wasn't as contemporary. All that stuff was funner.
Right on. Karen.
Yeah, I remember being really involved. Being a wee 21-year-old, I was like, I know what young girls wear and you don't. So I'm going to put me in a really short skirt because that's what we like to wear at the time. And then I remember and I loved my outfit. So I was like, yes, I'm killing it. This looks great. And then I remember there being like a little bit of backlash towards the length of the skirts. And then I remember being like, oh, that was totally my fault. The backlash was maybe more at like the people involved in making the show. And I was like, oh, you didn't even choose it like I did. But I'm so glad I did.
Indeed, as we all are. So, and Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys.
I was keen on a bow tie, and I auditioned in a tweed blazer actually, which is why I had a tweed blazer. And then Stephen Moffat didn't like it. It was the last sort of piece to come in the costume fitting, and I was like, "Can I try a bow tie?" And everyone went, and then we put it on, and it sort of, it worked.
Yeah. Did you have input later on with in the later seasons with the longer coat?
The purple one. For me, the first outfit is really, the one that feels like, the purple one I did. I'm thinking of the green one actually, which was the mistake. That was the one mistake we made. The purple was great actually.
Yeah.
The green coat was naff.
Oh no.
It's all good.
Let's call it what it is. It was too hot. They wouldn't let me sit down in it because it was moleskin, and I said, "This isn't going to work, guys. I can't let you sit down."
In it. Oh,
yeah. Just be like, "Oh, can you not sit down in your coat?" I was like,
oh.
"Can you?" Yeah. No, I'm going to sit down. What are you talking about? I'm here for like 12 hours.
You were fetching it both, and when your Doctor debuted, that there was that last bit when you emerged the Atraxi, you were fixing the tie, throwing the neckties out.
Yes,
so
that's the brilliance of Mr. Stephen Moffat. Actually, that's all him.
We all give praise to Mr. Moffat, absolutely. And Dennis, thank you so much. Great question, and a reminder to our audience: if you would like to chat with some of our guests, like I am now, or purchase a personalized autograph, sign up at GalaxyCon.com, and let's roll another one. From Marion.
I know. Do you know?
Go on.
Michael Jackson.
Bad. Yeah, that was the first one I chose for myself.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
That we were the right age for that, weren't we? That just came out.
What a record!
What an amazing record.
I know what mine is. Mine is Steps Tragedy.
I almost was about to say, I'm really ashamed to say, I think mine was Steps 5, 6, 7, 8.
Really?
Wow.
Well, that was their first one, wasn't it? Oh, okay. Which
Listening to her.
Amazing, amazing.
Lo-
though.
Hot
Absolutely
Legs.
Amazing.
Some great
Maggie.
ones. Some great. Love a bit of Rod.
I
Love
do
it,
too.
No, not bad at all. Iron Maiden Power Slave for me. And
Oh,
thank you,
no.
Marion. Fun one. And what do we have next? From Brian. If you could take one piece of modern technology to the past, what would it be?
I mean, internet, right? That changed everything.
Yeah, but would you want it in the past?
No.
Camera, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free
Yeah.
camera.
To document it.
Like CD player or something.
What about how far in the past are we talking? Like, is there electricity?
That's a good point. I'll tell you what, you can take a piece of modern technology to any point in history of your choosing.
I'm taking electricity to a time when they didn't have electricity because sometimes, do you ever just turn on the light switch and be like, isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
like, I can just do that and a light comes on.
Yeah.
Fair.
I just want to take something back sometime, like just to appear to be like magic. Just go, yeah, I've got this thing and it does this, and everyone to go, oh my god, wow, you're magic. That's what I want. The toaster.
In the old movies, the explorers used to befuddle the natives with a cigarette lighter all the time.
Yeah,
Oh, ooh.
be that guy.
Yeah. How about you, Matt? CD player?
I take a portable CD player. Just yeah, that's what I do.
And besides Michael Jackson's Bad, what other two albums would you take?
Oh, I'd take Dark Side of the Moon. I'd take Neon
Alanis-
Bible. I'd take Illmatic. What?
Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill.
Great. That's
yeah,
in.
great
Love
album.
that. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's all pick an album. Let's all pick an album. To take on my journey to the past.
Oh,
Ooh.
Come on, Darby. This is.
yeah.
Well, see, Matt's throwing the gauntlet.
Kaz's going to take Biffy Clyro.
I'm not doing Biffy Clyro, even though it's my choice. I'm gonna take AC/DC, whatever record is that has "You Shook Me All Night Long" on it, and also "Thunder." That's what I'm gonna give birth to whenever I have a child. That's
Amazing.
Wow.
You can take AC/DC's greatest hits. That'll cover them all.
yeah.
I'd take Astral Weeks,
Ooh.
Van Morrison, just because
Wow.
it'd be pretty stressful in the past. So I'd just take that to chill me out.
I'd probably do like Stevie Wonder or something, something you don't get hold of.
Yeah.
Nice. Strong.
Nice. I take a classic music and play it to the guys. So nice. Matt, thank you. Great question. All right, moving on. From Alina, if you had a TARDIS, where would you go first?
Mom's house.
I'd go back to that Christmas Eve and have a stern word with myself. Just go, look, man, it's going to be all right. Don't worry.
It's going to get better than this. No, or this is it. This is as good as it gets. Savor it. Savor this moment.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I might go and see I might go to Vegas and see the Rat Pack performing.
Oh, yeah.
And sip on a martini and smoke the only cigar of my life.
Yeah, it's all music, isn't it? Like you just go and see those gigs that you'd like. You go and see Aretha Franklin play in the 60s, or like Bill Withers play Carnegie Hall, or
I've got a joke for you. Ready? How do you make a singer out of a duck?
I don't know. How do you make a singer out of a duck?
Put it in the microwave until it's Bill Withers.
I like it.
I don't know that the setup was accurate, but
It's funny.
Yeah, that works. Elena, thank you. Fun. Is your spirit animal?
Oh, I know this.
Oh, yeah?
I know.
Yeah. Do you guys know this? And I actually became obsessed with my spirit animal, and then I got a book about them. My spirit animal is an octopus.
Oh.
How do you find out what your spirit animal is?
Well, there's a thing called My Primal Zodiac, and you go on the internet and you type in the year of your Chinese birthday. So I'm year of the dog, and then your zodiac one. Then you put them together, and it creates a sort of uber animal. Nick's a salamander. Sorry, this is irrelevant to people, but a friend of mine is a salamander, and if you know him, it makes complete sense.
Oh,
Yeah, it really does. Oh, so you don't just get to choose your spirit animal.
No, this isn't Tesco, Arthur. This is like.
I'm doing it right now. Hang on.
I'm trying to do it too.
Right. How do you do it? What is your?
Wait. I feel like I got the wrong thing because it's just said Taurus beaver. I can't be a beaver.
Well, you know, yeah, it might take a while as well because you've got to go through and pick up the, you know.
I'll tell you what. If y'all want to tinker with that, let's go to another question. And when you come up with your spirit animal, we'll share it. How's that?
This one says I'm a deer, which I think is weird.
You might be on the same website I'm on.
Yeah. We had to do animal studies at drama school and like pretend to be an animal for a week or whatever. And we had this amazing teacher called Ilan, who was like, he's like this movement guru, and like he sleeps in a bare room on a yoga mat. Like he's amazing. But I wanted to do a crow for my animal, and he went. I've always felt that maybe I'm a crow.
Yeah.
You are.
What did you do for your animal?
I did a hyena, mate. I did a hyena.
Yeah.
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 Fair.
Cool.
Absolutely fair. All right. Mike, thank you. That was a fun one. And what do we have next? From Nancy. What words of wisdom would you give to your younger selves just starting out in acting?
I would probably tell myself to free the hell up. I think I was really rigid. I had it in my head that like I was just gonna like choose a thing and then I was gonna stick to that, so that was how it was. And like it was probably all just down to nervousness and not trusting myself. So I think like, because that sounds like symptoms of somebody that maybe isn't trusting themselves. And so I would probably just be like, just go and have fun and loosen up and just trust that whatever comes out is gonna be all right.
Fair.
Good advice.
Indeed. Who's got another one?
I think mine would be really similar. Like, just trust yourself. Just chill out a bit. Don't worry about all the other stuff. Just do you and be, no. Especially when you're starting out, so many people try and tell you what to do with the best of intentions, but actually it has to come from inside you.
Very good.
I'm with all of that, and there's no right or wrongs. I think it's kind of a really good thing to learn early on. Like, there is no right or wrong way to do anything, which I think frees you up a lot.
Fair.
Yeah.
Absolutely fair.
I don't know what I tell myself, really. Just, it's going to be really painful and scary, and you're going to feel fear constantly, and it will never change. So get on with it.
Nancy, thank you. That's a good one. And from Jomi, what is something you have similar to your character?
Wardrobe of gilets, mate. Wardrobe full of gilets.
Yes. Bow legs. I can't close my legs. It's physically impossible.
Can't close them ever.
Well, sort of, not really.
It's your mom.
Hiya.
No, mother, absolutely not. For God's sake, no. No.
Oh,
this is my mother. Jesus.
Hi, everybody.
Don't encourage her.
Look at Bonnie.
Yes.
Oh.
You could do puppy.
Yes, all right, Mum. Right, that's it. Thank you very much. Ciao, Bella. Go on, little man.
Come on, he wants to see everybody.
He does, he does. Yeah, never gets old. Come on, Mother.
all right.
38 and still being embarrassed by my mother.
Never end.
No, it doesn't.
Sorry. Carry on.
Joey, thank you. Matt. You said bow legs. Never mind. We're good. What's next? from Marion. Do you speak any foreign languages?
I wish I did. I just don't. I would love to be bilingual. I'm always amazed when people are and they just like, you know, switch back and forth. And I'm like, oh, I wish I could, but I can't.
I can't.
Sound more attractive. They're more attractive when they speak in French. Right?
Yeah.
I have just been trying to learn French for the last job that I did, which is probably one of the hardest things I've ever done.
Go on,
And
Jenna.
it literally okay, très. And I'd be like, tray. Tray. It's like, but honestly, for about 7 weeks. It's so hard. I can speak it like phonetically, but that's it.
Oui. Yeah.
Portuguese.
It's amazing how much you begin to mime, isn't it? When you're in like a
Yeah,
foreign
but I
yeah.
find people who are multilingual, bilingual, so like I think it's so impressive.
Yeah.
It's weird the way language is taught in this country is really, I don't know. Like I feel like I did French for like you go to other countries and people just speak perfect English. I'm always like, wow, I'm just mad respect for all of you. It's just embarrassing, isn't it?
Yeah.
No. Matt, you said Portuguese. Why?
Because I like Brazil, and it's an amazing language. If you like, it's really musical, beautiful sounding language.
Obrigada. I learned that.
Obrigada. Yeah. I can swear, you know, quite well in Portuguese, but that's about it.
Marion, thank you. That was a great question. And GalaxyCon viewers, this has been my
Merry Christmas.
Stay safe and have a wonderful holiday.
Have an absolute cracker.
Merry Christmas, guys, and hello, Jack Daly. Merry Christmas.
It's been my absolute pleasure to serve all of you. Once again, thank you for joining us here at the GalaxyCon virtual stage. Thank you to our audience for today's day. Thank you all for those great questions. Hope to see you again later on this afternoon. Cast reunions of G.I. Joe the Animated Series, as well as modern and classic Disney animated features. Until then, bye-bye, everyone. Take care, and please